theatre now doing stuff for Queen and Country, and to raise money for the British Legion Popular, which we're doing out there, and you won't get very far without being dropped on by Sergeant Nick, Sergeant Beardy or me if you don't put any money in the pot. But that's the purpose of today, and there's a bit of a resurgence with Flames of War now in the vault. There's a bit of a resurgence in interest in wargaming generally. So, moving swiftly into the German briefing then. I'm wearing the wrong uniform, but I can't bother to change back into the nonsense. And so the weather forecast we have been having is poor. And as we know, the English are very lazy and will stay in their beds when the weather is poor. All of our defences, according to Field Marshal Rommel, are very good and prepared, and with the U-boats being exceedingly successful in the Channel, the Englanders will do nothing. In the event something happens, we will give you revised orders. Slide. Here you can see our defences are well prepared for the invasions should they happen. Slide. Here you can see we have a radar station keeping its eyes on the Englander aircraft, and in addition we have some Panzer IVs waiting for them in the forest. Slide. You can see we have more defences and the Tiger tanks waiting, and the rail line feeding our German U-boat pen. Slide. You can see the ammunition dumps, the anti-aircraft. We are very well prepared, in fact probably impregnable. Slide. And so, all is good, yeah? The Englanders are on the run, yeah? So, you get leave, lots of leave. Starting now, because the Obergruppenführer is very pleased with their efforts. So, what should we do? Madame Hoy is in the room, we see. And also she is supported by her girls, and they are ready for us. Okay, jawohl! Slide. Orders. With immediate effect, 24 hours immediate leave for all but immediate defense operational sections. And they may go to the brothel for the performance. Madam Hoy is going to put on for us. All section leaders to report to HQ for a briefing immediately. Slide. So that's all the Germans got. So basically the Jerry, when this game started, was either otherwise engaged in the brothel, Madam Hoy was running, or they were engaged, they were asleep in dorms or barracks or wherever else. So they were distracted, not expecting anything because the weather was bad. So that was what the German players got briefed on. Okay?
Yeah.
English players got briefed on the following. Okay chaps, the weather champions are saying that there's going to be a bit of a lull in the weather at about 0500 hours, which means that the landing craft should be able to get in on the beaches. Splendid, they're going for it. Also, recon is showing that there's a gap in Jerry's Atlantic wall at this particular location. Here the chaps are loading up at Weymouth, getting ready for the push. Slide. The 101st were a tad delayed by Eisenhower, insistently briefing them for about 43 years. Slide. Here's our chaps practicing on the English beaches, but they're going for real on the French beaches shortly, and they'll get a tad wetter than they will on the next slide. There we go. But we're going for it for real. Support will come from Typhoons, which are equipped, as you'll see on the next slide, with bombs which can be tank busters and take out Jerry's tanks. Well supported by the Allied air dominance, we expect our fighter aircraft to be able to keep the Hun aircraft on the ground for most of the operation. The girls back here at HQ will be deploying us with good effect. Now, the wooden crate known as the Mosquito, using its cameras and searchlights, will be doing some high-level recon for us. And with that, what we have here is we have some pictures that have come out from that reconnaissance. Here you can see, go back please, Sergeant, really. For God's sake, Sergeant, please, back with me. Right. Here we can see some of the beach defences and the armed trawler, which we must capture with the encryption equipment. Slide. Here we can see Nobbyville, where the Germans are dormed, and what we also think is there's locals there, so we've got to keep collateral damage to a minimum. Slide. Oh no, go back 1 second, Sergeant. Here you can see the tarmac road, which will actually assist our spearhead push through from the beachhead, and it's important we retain control of that. Slide. Here you can see the tarmac road comes in here, and here you can see Jerry's got a radar station which we need to take out before the air support can come in. Now, the British paratroopers are going to be landing here and be pushing forward to this location. Slide. Here you can see Jerry has yet more defence, some Tigers, and this is an important zone. The 101st American Airborne will be here, and their job will be to stop Jerry taking out that bridge before he retreats, which is of course inevitable. Slide. Here you can see Jerry appears to be amassing a lot of fuel and ammunition, and we think some of this stuff is going in support of a secret U-boat pen, which we believe to be located, slide, here. We haven't any proof of that, but we believe this to be a secret Jerry U-boat pen. We intend to drop the commandos in on this location somehow and take that out. Slide. Here you can see the Mozzie went in and did a low level run for us. Here you can see Nobbyville with the trawler and some kind of a slipway there. Slide. And here you can see, for God's sake, Sergeant, here you can see the importance of the rail line and the bridge that the 101st must retain, but you can see all that German armour amassing at the back. A tad tricky for them, methinks. So, just to summarise, the British and American paratroopers deploy immediately inland and seize the objectives. British commandos, followed by the invasion force Zulu Victor, to take the beachhead and the fort and seize any of the other objectives. And, of course, protect Agent X, Madam Hoi 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 Ho. Slide. Now, what, as we all know, is that scissors always beat paper. So there's no way the Nazis can beat us, I reckon, chaps. And final slide, please. Keep calm and carry on, everybody. Come on, chart.